Hey y'all, Greg here, Underground Graphics. Today we've got a Mach E in the shop, first one we've had here. What we're gonna do today is show you this taillight tint kit, how quickly that can change the look of these cars. We're not huge fans of those clear taillights. I know they were kind of cool in the past. Depending on the color of your car, you may want them, you may not want them. Anyway, we've got a kit that we've designed for this that will be easy do-it-yourself installation on that. It also includes, if you want, the side bumper reflectors, the rear reflectors, this front piece up here that used to be amber, that is just a vinyl smoked overlay. Still lets light hit it, still works just fine. This one we did a hood as well, the hood stripe with a Avery lime gloss green. And anyway, let's go back to the back. Again, there's a close-up of that tent. Let me go ahead and get set up and we'll show you just how quickly we can get this done. All right, so the tools you're gonna need for this is a soft squeegee. We will provide you a edge of a hard squeegee. You can either wrap a old t-shirt around that or a microfiber towel. I've got my trusty red soft squeegee. We prefer a heat gun if you've never done this before. Again, we've been doing this for quite a while, so we'll be using the torch. And of course, clean your area. We use like a light alcohol water mix. Make sure there's no Rain-X or anything on there that's gonna let that not stick. This is what that kit's gonna look like for that taillight section. Again, with the full kit, you're gonna get all the rest of those pieces as well. But for today, we're just gonna show you how this one goes on. It's really just almost like paint by numbers. We're gonna start here on the bottom, hit these bottom three, then we're gonna hit these middle three, and the top goes over the middle, because if it rains, you want that seam to be on top of this one here. We've got these cut just a little bit wider than they need to be, so you've got a little bit of wiggle room. Typically, this would be a wet install. Again, this is small enough that we can do this dry. You're just gonna wanna tack that right up there to the top area. And again, I'm kind of holding that up so it's not all the way down, but again, with that squeegee, if you get a bubble or get something in there, you can lift it back up, you can put it back down, and we're gonna go nice and firm with that and just pull that down. And again, with that overlap, you're gonna have a little bit extra there on the sides. Don't worry about that just yet. If you wanna make sure we can kind of get those edges, but if you got a little edge right there, that's where you're gonna want that heat. Just a little blast of heat on that. And that's all you need to do. And again, this is the same thing. We're just gonna work our way around. If you wanna do this wet, you can. It's just gonna take a whole lot longer. Curious to know what your thoughts are about these cars. This, like I said, this is the first one we've had. I'm not totally on board yet with the electric EV vehicles yet, but we're excited. We've got an order in on the F-150. So this one that's going to be up here on the midsection, you're going to want a little bit to come right at that top in that corner, because remember, we're going to have that top layer overlap this bottom layer. But remember, you've got a little bit of wiggle room on this, and if we need to pull this back up, you can. So I don't know if you can see that there in the camera, but I've got probably a little more on the left than I do the right. I'm going to lift that back up, come back over again. And if you get some little, like it looks like it's about to wrinkle, that's called fingering. We can get that heat again, warm that up. And that comes right out. We've also got this rear kit available in red as well. If you want to go back old school, make them look factory, we can do that as well. So that top piece, again, this one's gonna line up right there along that top edge. They make sure this area is clean. When we did the other one, we noticed that we thought it was clean, went back, started to apply. The static from the bottom of this adhesive will pick up any dirt, even around that area. So make sure you kind of, you clean that whole area. Again, this vinyl is typically done wet, but these are small enough pieces that you can lift back up, put them back down. If it gets, you get a little wrinkle in it. Again, if you warm that up, it will want to shrink. So just a light blast of heat on that. Again, this is that spot I can see I'm up a little bit high right there, but I got about a 1/16 of an inch all the way around, so it's gonna be all right. That seam is right there in that crease. And then we want to come from the top, just line that up, straight down. And then you can go back again with that heat. Again, use a heat gun. I just want to get that just a little bit warm. Don't skip the step and do this outside in the sun. This does need to be done indoors. You want that close to room temp. This is not post heating either. This is just getting that a little bit warm. I just want to make sure all those edges are down there good. I think that's it. I think I've got one more piece, which is the tail side. And this one we're going to start from that inside edge right there. Just tack that. Again, you can just really use your thumb, drag that right across. That's it. All right, if you guys have any questions, give us an email, give us a call, leave a comment, like and subscribe. Thank you. See you next time.